Hi, welcome back. And for me, welcome back to the States. Let me get comments up here so I can see what's going on. Let me get comments up here so I can see what's going on. And turn that down so we don't have an echo. Okay. Let me get comments up here so I can see what's going on. And turn that down so we don't have an echo. Okay. Hello, Dawn. It's nice to see you. I'm going to do a quick planner update because we have gone into the next month, and that means I can finally get out of this little planner that I was using while I was waiting for my daily duo to start, which starts July 1st. And I was traveling on July 1st, so I'm just getting everything set back up again. So this one is done. Do a little quick flip through. And I started it like late in April. So all of the April is not filled out. And we'll just flip through a little bit here. Stuff we were working on very quickly while we wait to see if anybody comes in the chat. And then we will move on. And I was using these zig dot markers in here, and they work just fine to make a dot that you could check off. And they didn't bleed through. And I thought, great, I love it. I love making checklists. But then I moved into my daily duo, which I was waiting to do. Let's get rid of that one. So here's the new one. This is the daily duo. And the first thing I did was I had made some dots with this exact marker over here for things that I needed to do during the month. Flip the page over, and it had bled through like this. So that told me that I cannot use these in here, and I probably can't use any of my other markers or toys in here. So this is going to be pen only, and it's still working out great. Oh, another thing that I did is these have a Sunday start. So I ordered some stickers from Planner Kate. And I went through and moved them all to a Monday start. I just prefer a Monday start. So did that. And then we are using this just as a pen only planner. And I finally got back home here and started planning the week again. And then now that I'm home, and I've been home a couple of days and got the lawn mowed and all that, next week I had to drive to Miami to get my shot in my eye. So anyway, I am going to keep doing this for the entire year. I have the daily duo set up for the entire year, and trying to keep track of myself and my time to improve my usage of time. And another bit of news that I got when I got home, I had checked to see if my Epi Speedy that I bought new from Louis had been repaired, and it had not. But then in the afternoon, I got an email that it's ready. So I'll be picking that up on Tuesday, and I'll make a video about it. It's just a saga. So anyway, since I can't use my markers and my pens and all that in there, I decided that I am going to memory journal. So I got the Avec. And for the first few weeks in here, first few days in here, I am going to reflect on my trip, because in this I can use everything. I can use my all of my markers. I can even use my watercolor paints, and I can use my um, fountain pens. Hi, Miss Jelly. I really had a good time. But anyway, since next week is mostly going to be out of the house and driving to Miami and picking up my bag. Speaking of bags, I want to talk about what I took to England and what it worked great. My bags worked absolutely great. I guess I could put myself up here so you could see me. I didn't realize I was just showing the desktop. Anyway, so what I took as a carry-on, I have never showed because it's new, fairly new. I wanted a light one. So I ordered a Longchamp, but I decided whatever bags that I buy new anymore, I want them to be either really, really special or I want them to be made just for me. So that's what I did because these are not expensive. So it has my initials on it. And then I picked the color of the Eiffel Tower, even though I wasn't going to Paris. I saw France from the shores of Dover, but the cliffs of Dover, that is, but I did not go over to France. And I don't know if you can tell, but this edge coat that I had them put on, you could pick your edge coat color. And I did it the same color as I had the Eiffel Tower done, which was gray. And then my initials done in silver. And I'll lay it down here. You can see it a little better. And it's just such a nice bag. But anyway, that was my carry-on. Here, let's just... Great bag. But, and very lightweight, which is just cool. But this bag, the one that I opened before I left, I carried this every day. Climbing, hiking, climbing, basically. And I thought, this is a big risk. I don't like chains. They're always too heavy and blah, 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 blah. But because of the way this is designed, because I had never had a walk before with this chain that slips through, I had to keep checking to see if this bag was even still on me. And I had my phone and cards and everything in here and a lippy down. It's still down there. I just got home and I'm not exactly all the way unpacked yet. So this worked. This is forever. I love this. And I will be getting rid of some crossbodies because of it. I never ever thought that it would be as comfortable as it is. There's a plane ticket. I just loved it. I'll make sure I don't have anything in it. Anyway. And I'm going to do journal with me, but I don't know if I will do them live or not. It just depends on how it goes. And if people want to come on and chat live, I don't feel like I'm very entertaining these days. My room is an absolute mess. And I've got stuff all over the floor. And the reason being is after walking all those steps and really feeling good and enjoying all of the walking, I've decided out there in the other room is a box. And in that box is a standing desk. And that's going to replace the desk that I'm currently sitting at. And then it's actually a table. It's a big table. And it's going to move over on that wall so that I can finally start getting all of my vintage Coach fixed up and doing my hobbies. I have a sewing machine sitting on the floor over there just because I didn't have table space to like do everything that I wanted to do. And my cabinet back here that used to have all my bags in it now has journaling stuff in it. Well, the reason that it did is because I was trying to get all of my, I had so much stuff that I had collected for journaling and my agendas that it all needed to be organized. So that's what I did. And I put it in that cabinet, but that's all being moved now into the closet on new shelves that I put up. And then the cabinets behind me that you see back here are going to be filled with only the bags that I'm keeping. I'm going to hone my collection way down to just what I use. And yeah, I'll be getting rid of a lot of bags. The base shaper did help. It helped a lot because it kept it standing open. When I would look down into it, it would stay standing open just like that. And all of the cards I had my cards in here. And then while I was seeing England, my passport was in here. And then when I needed my passport, it was right here in the front with my plane tickets, obviously. I can't believe how comfortable this was. I'm so fussy about crossbody bags. This is the most comfortable. And it just feels so nice. Where's the camera? There we go. And it's an older bag, so I didn't mind, if it was going to get a little banged up or whatever, but it's gorgeous the way it is. I just love it. Anyway, enough gushing over that bag. And another thing I want to talk about is talking about gushing over a bag. There's this new YouTuber, and I'm going to link her because I did not pre-set up the information down below. Ivy for Rivers is her name. And once this video is, once I'm done doing the live, she will be linked below. Watching her videos has just absolutely lit a spark under me about the love of handbags. The way that she talks about her handbags is just, it's so cool. And it's the way many of us feel and why we collect them. And I don't know what all she has in her collection. And I can't wait to see because it's a new channel. And but I think that it's going to be really, really, really good. Hello, Christiana. Hi, Ivy. Hi, everybody. So that's all I really have to talk about today. Oh, I wanted to tell Jackie, who I don't see on here, but she could be. I don't know. I did get one of these. Remember when these were going around? It's from Amazon. It only has the 2 bars. It's a total fake, but it's a nice and I use this. It's a nice canvas carry-on to put toiletries and makeup and everything in. And the thing of it was, I carried it on the way there, with an extra pair of underwear, socks, and shirts and stuff like that you want when you're going in case they lose your luggage. But then I put it in my suitcase on the way back, and somehow magically, TSA, in my suitcase, look what they did. What did they do? It was fine until I came back to the States. So I'll see if I can clean that up. So anyway, that's it. Next week, I'm going, I stopped at the duty free. I smelled this and I was like, oh yeah. This smells so good. It's the ginger. I didn't have much time, but I walked over. I wanted to smell Twilly, and I walked over and I smelled them. And then this, it's so good. I can't describe them, and I won't even try, but it is so good. I love it. Um, anyway, like I said, we uh we had such a good time, and I'm going to do my memory keeping, and then I can put photos in there, and I will probably just make regular videos of that unless anybody wants to come on and help me decide how to decorate my planner. But just a quick hello, and it's really good to see you guys. And I went through everything that I wanted to go through, other than, did anybody watch Kaz's live, 5 Foot Nothing's live just an hour ago? It was so good. She did really well. There's a new one beside. I don't know how many Twillies there are, but this ginger one really hit for me. I don't have anything on yet, but I cannot describe. It just smells so good. Oh, I have another one of my favorites sitting here. This is just a perfume oil. This is Pirate. This smells like a day at the beach. I love this stuff. Okay, how do I plan out my week in advance? Well, I am a list maker. And as you can see, I haven't filled this in yet because I've been out of town. Because this started when I was still traveling. This has 6 months in it, this planner. And I know I want to put my house goals over here for all the stuff that I'm redoing in this house. You see these blanks. I haven't gotten to what I'm even going to use this calendar for, or this section for, or this calendar for. Now that I'm older and no longer have a period, I need to find a new use for that. I plan out in advance all the stuff that I need to do in my monthly, and then I move it into the days. I pick top 3 things I want to do in a month and put it at the beginning of the month. And I'm putting in a walking desk. It's sitting out in the other room. After this live, I have to go put it together, and I have to move all of my stuff, which is my room is an absolute disaster right now. And then this lovely Daily Duo has a weekly planner. So I can lay out what I need to do in the month and plug it into the weeks. And then now I have a daily timed section. And I still put to-dos and all this stuff and barely get stuff done. But it does help. It lets me know where I'm failing and where I need to improve. That is for sure. I cannot wait to start the avec. July is finally here, and of course I was missing at the beginning of it. So this will be memory keeping, and like I said, the first part of it, the first few dailies are just going to be a reflection and pictures from England. So this is going to be my art planner, since this one doesn't seem to even want to take a dot marker without going through to the other side. So this will be pen only. Plans, pragmatic, list making, check it off, get it done, and this is for fun. This will be painting and art and my fountain pens. Everybody, I mean, I would love for my handwriting to look like Helen's, but it never will. I have an example of Helen's. If anybody doesn't know who I'm talking about Helen Wang from, I can't reach it. I'm talking about Helen Wing from the Coffee Monsters Co. And I have one of her cards up here that she actually wrote on. So her handwriting is just awesome. And she does all the artwork. Her artwork is simple and cute. I just love it. And I will start when I do the start in the journal. I'll show you my fancy pens. I have terrible handwriting, but I want to improve it. I would love to be able to write like Helen, but she grew up in Japan and they have a beautiful handwritten language and so they write a different size in a different way and different characters than we do with much thinner nibs. And but I'm going to try to improve as I go through my journal. It's hard because um, I went through my list so quickly about the things that I wanted to talk about, but I just have to tell you that this was the best trip of my life. We went to Hever Castle, we went to the Cliffs of Dover, we went to Dover Castle. I think the highlight was it wasn't even on the plans, but we did it anyway. We um as you if you guys don't know, I planned the trip and we rented a car and drove in England for the first time. That was fun. And it was exciting. I took a lot of videos driving. Anyway, so on one of the days that I had nothing planned, hubby took over and first he drove us to Canterbury Cathedral. And I think that was the highlight of the trip. I had been to St. Patrick's Cathedral, of course, in New York, but I've never been in a cathedral that big. And then he says it's not even one of the largest. And it was hours and hours of just looking at this beautiful architecture. And it just blew my mind. And there are little things that just make you stop, and just blow your mind. Let me put something down here. Here, we'll do this. That just make you blow your mind. It just blows your mind that things are, you know, that old, and are still around because we just don't experience that here. And standing there looking at this cathedral that has been standing there for so long and looking up and seeing the statues on the side of the building that they have added of Queen Elizabeth and it was just amazing. And another moment that struck me like that, besides Big Ben, which was, of course, the bell inside the tower, the clock tower in London. Another time that I got, feeling like this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen is when we were at Hampton Court and the clock that Henry VIII commissioned and put up is still there, and it's just what we just don't have that here. So it was a wonderful, wonderful trip. Oh, I can show you like the first place we stayed wasn't the hottest because I booked on booking.com. But the second place that I booked, let's see if I can dox myself by accident, and I'll try not to. The second place that I booked was out in Oxted. And this picture is from the living room. This is a sitting area out here. Over here to the right is an English garden. This is the gate. This is where you park your car. And this green patch over here was full of sheep. It was so wonderful. All right, let's see what else is on here. And this was an Oxted. It's south of London, and they had a train station in town. So when we went into the National Portrait Gallery, we went to the train station in Oxted and parked the car and rode the train into London. And that worked out fantastically. And I had to go to the National Portrait Gallery because one of the reasons that I wanted to go to Hever was to see the Book of Hours. And I don't know if you know what the Book of Hours is, but the Book of Hours is a book that belonged to Anne Boleyn. And Anne Boleyn actually wrote in the Book of Hours. But there's a play going on now, I think, called Six or the Six Wives or whatever, going on in London. And it is about we did not see the play. I had I known about it, maybe. But there's a play going on right now. It's really popular in London. So the National Portrait Gallery made a new exhibit that featured all of the six wives of Henry VIII, and they also had his armor there from when he weighed 400 pounds, which was just hilarious. I took pictures of it. You'll see it later. I'll put it in my journal. But I had to go there because all of the stuff that was normally at Hever Castle that belonged to Anne Boleyn had been moved there, and I found that out right after I booked Hever Castle. I got a notice and it was saying the apartment is being redone, her apartment, and they did it real cute. They put some letters around the room that are actual letters that were written from Henry that are still held at the Vatican. So they had copies of like real handwritten letters from Henry to Anne. And the Book of Hours, the reason that I wanted to see that is because it was her prayer book and she actually wrote in it. And anyway, I got pictures of the Book of Hours, a book, and this is what she wrote in the Book of Hours. I got this to go in my purse. Remember me when you do pray, that hope doth lead from day to day. Anne Boleyn. So at the National Portrait Gallery, I actually got to see the book open to that page where she had written in the bottom of the book. So that's one of the main reasons I went. Oh, I've never unwrapped any of this stuff because I just took it out of my suitcase just 10 minutes before I came on here. I don't know what's in here. Apparently it's British. Okay, because Hever Tower was the first place that I went. So my two favorite Annes are Anne Boleyn and Anne of Cleves. This is Anne of Cleves. And I got a Christmas tree decoration from all of the places like this. And I got this is for my desk. This is my little Anne Boleyn. Anyway, before I left, I went and looked at the gift shop online. And I knew I wanted this. It was something that I could carry around with me all the time. From the Book of Hours, which is decorated just like this. It's decorated around the pages like this. And it has her saying on it. And it's just a mirror for my purse so that I can carry it around all the time. Yeah, I got little souvenirs. In my carry-on that I showed you earlier, I still have the I don't know. There's probably any Jane Austen fans in here. I didn't go to Bath, but when I was at Hever, I did pick this up and then have since gone on and found their website and seen they have all kinds of cute little things like this. But this is the Jane Austen version of Yoshi's coin purse. I went and found their website and they have a tote bag with this on it. But then when I was on there, I found something even cooler. So I may get that instead. I still have gum in here. But it's just, look, and it has credit cards. So I didn't take these out. It has RFID. All right. Yeah. And it was 24 pounds. Isn't it cute? Anyway. So yeah, I got a bunch of little things like that. And I also got this for my desk, and everything else is just books and stuff. This is a This is a ruler, get it? And then I couldn't find a decent picture of just a picture of Anna Cleves. If you don't know who Anna Cleves is, she came after Jane Seymour. So she was wife number 4. And this is just a little notebook. But she's my favorite because she lived, even though they never really had they had a better friend relationship. He gave her all kinds of stuff. And in fact, Hever Castle, where Anne Boleyn grew up, was given to Anne of Cleves later. And she owned it when she passed. She outlived them all, even Henry. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to end this, and I'm going to make some videos where I can talk more in depth about things. And especially this. Oh my gosh. I never knew it would work out like it did. It's my new favorite crossbody. So comfortable. This whole sliding thing, they got it going on. And like I said, there are several times where I would reach down and go, oh my God, is it still on? Because it's so comfortable. Because of this, the weight shifts around your body when you have to be half billy goat to visit Dover Castle, by the way. It is all straight up. So you're climbing steps. And this thing was just shifting around and doing it. It was not noticeable. Whereas normally a crossbody it kind of stays in place and then kind of gets bumped by your leg and stuff like that. This didn't. It swayed with your body. And it was a really cool experience to carry it. And it looks really cool. And it matched my hair. Never got more compliments on my hair than when I was over there. It's kind of an iridescent weirdness, but I just love it. Have a glorious, glorious rest of your day. Hi, Ivy. I am going to have all of the people that watch this video go and watch your videos. I think that you do a fantastic job. So Ivy for Rivers is here. And I'm going to link her when this live stream comes down, and then it'll already be up, but it won't be rendered where I can actually add all the things that I want to add, like a link to her channel. And so I'm going to put you up here on the screen while we're still live. So everybody have a great day, and go check out Ivy's channel. Oh, and Kaz's live, her first live was just before I went live, about an hour ago. And I think they said that it's going to be up on Monday, and she did a terrific job. It was really fun. I'll see you all later. Thank you for coming and stopping by.